Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is the energy update for all signs for Friday, the 5th of November 2021. Hope you're doing well. I have a live show 3 times a week here on YouTube. It's called Psychic Cafe. Would love to see you in there. I do general channeling of for the collective of any messages or teachings that the guides want to give us, and I also do mini reads in there as well. And so, if you've got a question for your higher self, come along in there. I can give you a mini read. That's by donation. If you're interested in a private reading with me, they're also available from my website, behealing.com. You can find a link for that in the description box below, and also one up there as well. Let's get into it. What have we got going on today? We have growth. Let's just move the camera a little bit this way. Growth. So this card came out for the new moon energies yesterday as well. It's a big time of transitions for our growth, getting on a new path now, an adventurous kind of a path. So we've still got those energies, those new moon energies around today, of course. Of course we do. Tell us more. If you didn't check out the new moon reading, please do that on my channel. Powerful one. Who have we got here? Magic maker. Oh, powerful. Yeah, magic. Something magical going on. So there could be a lot of synchronicities at the moment, things falling into place. A lot of movement happening right now is what I'm getting. Let's get some tarot out. Find out more about it. Tell us what we've got going on, guys. Everybody today, what's in these energies? Now this is the energy update, so these are the general energies that are around. Of course, we're all in different stages of our path. Some people might be beginning in this area, some people might have mastered it, and so it's not a prediction, oh, good things will happen to everybody, because we're all in different places on it. It's more what the universe is shining a spotlight on right now, and you're going to have to figure out what your place in that. The Empress, this is about having high self-esteem and high self-respect here. And so this could be about people's self-love path, finding that in themselves. Or it could be, if you found that in yourselves and you've been holding that for a long time, this could be getting recognition of that Empress energy that you're in here. There could be people getting recognition for the work that they've been doing, and just for the energy that they've been holding. Like respect is what I'm getting there. A lot of respect. Maybe from a King of Wands kind of a character here as well. Passionate kind of a person. Being someone that's in charge of things. Boss kind of energy. Someone that claims stuff that they want. Anyway, the Queen of Wands here as well. And so she's got the energy as well. She knows what it is that she wants, and she goes out there and claims it. She doesn't wait like a victim, wait for it to be given to her by someone else. She's a mover and a shaker. She gets out there and claims it. She puts in the effort, and she does whatever is required to get it. And also the Seven of Wands here. And so there's an element of kind of waiting. Some of you are waiting for something that isn't coming. It's not that it isn't coming. It's not that you can't make it happen. You absolutely can make it happen. But some of you think that you've taken the action necessary to get something already, and you haven't. You're waiting for it to happen, as if you've already done what's required. Well, if you'd already done what was required, you would have it already. It would be manifest already. So a very particular, specific energy I'm getting from that card. What else have we got today? My cat's interested in something that's outside. I'm interested in the spider that's on the ceiling. She's interested in food. What else have we got going on today? 5th. Did I say 4th before? Friday the 5th. The world. Cycles completing. Like I was saying, I'm getting a lot of movement in the energies today. A lot of movement, action taking, that kind of thing. You could have made decisions at that new moon. Some of us are having the new moon today, early morning, Australia, Asia. New Zealand, of course. Australasia and Asia. I've got the new moon in, but very early in the morning. So I did the new moon update yesterday. But on the back of that, of a decision being made, something that you were weighing up. Check out the new moon reading. I go on about it in there. But something that you've been weighing up, maybe for some time. I feel like the action could be taken today, the day after the new moon, after you've got clarity on the decision that you're going to make or the decision that you've made, but not rushing into that action. That action might actually take place today, especially if it's coming from a high place of self-respect here with the Empress. Just throw that card. And there it is, the Death and Rebirth card. It's Scorpio new moon that we've had. And so, of course, the Death card is all over it, right? We didn't get the Death card out yesterday, which suggests to me that the actual transition, the actual action that's being taken based on those decisions made yesterday or with the new moon are happening now. What's behind this? The Empress. So the Empress has a new rebirth to have based on her value, her intrinsic value, her realizing of value, and a lot of self-respect and self-esteem coming from this. And so for those of you that haven't got yourself there yet, that it's calling for self-love and to end some certain patterns where you've been devaluing yourself. This one, letting go. So there's some letting go to do for a lot of you that haven't got, well, it's death. It's a big letting go there. Something very significant changes happening right now. But it's you that's got to do it. It's you that's got to take action on that. It's not just going to happen to you. Why have we got the Queen of Wands here? There is something for you to do. Queen of Wands is the one that takes action. She's changed her mind about the Emperor. And some kind of the Emperor's truth has come out. This truth has been revealed. It feels to me like the Emperor could have taken action toward his Empress. And because of some truth coming out, he might have finally stood up for himself and taken that power and become the Emperor. And now the Queen of Wands, the one that takes action, she's changing her mind. So definite coming into alignment energy here, the Emperor and the Empress. And remember, I saw the King of Wands before, the one that was behind that respect of the Empress. So there's two divine couples here, well, or not two divine couples, but there's two signs that we're talking about divine couples here, divine unions. And so the Empress energy, the divine feminine energy, could have not made her mind up about the Emperor yet because he wasn't being the Emperor. Didn't want to take action toward him yet. But now she's changing her mind because he's taken the action. He's spoken out. He's spoken his truth. So I think the Emperor and the Empress here have been changing, like switching stuff up. Let's cut a card out. What's behind that? And then I'll let the cat out because she's insistent. Stop raining. It's time she went out. Growth is behind that and slow but steady. So it's taken a long time to get here. It's taken the Emperor and the Empress a long time to get here. So for those of you that thought you were waiting on an Emperor to speak up for himself and change something, the masculine energy, then and you thought that there was nothing for you to do as the Empress, as the divine feminine, this is saying, no, there has been something for you to do here, Empress. You've been having to let go of a lack of self-respect and self-esteem to get to this point. You've also had to get to a point of believing in the Emperor, which means letting go of past relationship issues that you've got and negative expectations, negative feelings and negative expectations of the Emperor because of the past. That's what the divine feminine's been doing. That's the slow but steady growth. So it hasn't been the divine feminine just waiting for the divine masculine to catch up. Why have the Seven of Wands? So I was getting a specific thing from this, that there's waiting. Those of you that are just waiting for this to come about as if you're ready, it's not true. Justice, though. Queen of Voices is something to cut out for your justice. It's not just waiting. The Page of Materials, this is like the messenger. I've imagined it, so it's just going to happen to me. It isn't. This is saying that there's plenty of action to be took here. especially cutting stuff out, the Queen of Voices, having boundaries, saying no to something now. Your justice isn't just going to happen by itself. Just justice. You will get it. You're on the path to it, but you can't just wait for it. There's action for you to take, is what that's saying. We can't be passive in this. You've got to create it, right? There's creativity behind that. You've got to create it. That's what my readings are about. It can't just be predictions, because unless you've mastered something, it's not going to happen for you. And so with my readings, I try and work with these energies to give you the advice to actually create what it is that you want. And that's about, yes, sure, getting our mindset and our energy right in the first place, doing that internal work. But then it's about taking the right action from that point. That is really important, to take the right action. Can't just wish it into being, like that page of materials. So the world, and then the Hierophant, and then the Two of Inspiration. So big things changing now, cycles completing, new adventures, new paths opening up here that you'll be committed to. This is going to stick around for a long time, just like the new moon energy said yesterday. And the fine details, it's more putting the fine details in place at the moment for that. And so there still is work to do. It's about seeing fine details, and it's about choosing a path forward now. But it's the fine details. It's not like choosing a path. The path is kind of already chosen. It's like, but what do you want to take with you on that path? What do you want the fine details to be? What do you want those specific details to be? What color do you want it to be? It's that kind of stuff. How would you like it? You want a coffee, but this is the universe saying, well, how would you want to take your coffee? You want cream? You want milk? You want sugar? You want it on the rocks? Nice coffee with sugar? Do you want it sweet? Not. Up to you. You got to honor your energy there and make the choices now for the fine print of what you want in this new journey. For some of you, it's about a romantic relationship between you and your divine counterpart here. Those of you that are well on the way to mastery, everyone else will be somewhere in between that, and so you'll be dealing with the self-love stuff on the way to that, getting ready for this kind of thing. But still a lot of decisions to be made, because this next step of the journey is going to stick around for a long time. The decisions that you make around this time are very important for your long term. What's going on in our love lives today? We've got playfulness, nice. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. Beautiful. What else? You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there's always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So some of you are actually coming into union here. You're going to have a playful time. Like I said, it's going to be the minority. Not many people have mastered lessons. And those of you that are watching readings like this, a lot of you are still doing that work kind of thing, and it's well worth it. It will happen eventually. And you may, for all of you guys, you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there's always a higher purpose. The universe and your higher self is always heading you there, to this that you want. And I know a lot of you want to hear that there's not going to be challenges, and some of you like even say, oh, well, that's a negative reading. No, it's not. It's just reality. Like, let's not sugarcoat things and call it what it is. And we know that this is what life is like. And if I point that out, I'm not being negative, I'm being real. And we've got to deal with that. We've got to accept it and deal with that and work with it, right? There will always be duality. So, yeah. Less ego reactions to that, please. Or do what you like, I don't really care. Okay. The end of a tough cycle approaches. So some of you have had a tough cycle. It's been hard, hey? Especially in relationships. It's been hard. Maybe since the last Capricorn season as well. It's been very hard for you since then. And that tough cycle, the worst of it, the really gnarly stuff is coming to a close now. And like I said, everyone's on different stages there. But for each stage along that path to mastery, from complete naivety of not being aware of it at all to complete mastery of it, of what I'm talking about here, the stages along the way. And so that it's a level up is going on at the moment. And it gets easier, but there will be challenges on that next stage up. And then a certain point in the future, the end of that tough cycle will end. and then you'll move on to the next challenge, and it will be challenges. Sorry to like tell you that reality is reality, and it's always going to be like that, but it is. There's always further to go. We're constantly evolving. The universe is constantly expanding, and that's because we're constantly evolving. There's always a next level to take it to. Always. Cooperation. So you need to cooperate with it, right? In your quest to manifest the energy of love. So we can't buck the current here. We've got to accept it as it is and go with it and keep on learning. In your quest to manifest the energy of love, you realize that every personal experience has value. Absolutely does. Every stage of the way has value as well. You're where you're at. You are where you are, And when you accept that, you can actually work with the energies there, learn from it, and then move to that next stage. Camera again. I had this yesterday. Oh, no, we didn't. Learning from the past. Learning from the past. So it's all about learning from the past, especially in relationships today. What else have we got in the energies today for everybody? Being broken open. Yeah, sometimes it's the hard way, right? We get broken open. Our heart gets broken open with heartbreak and stuff, but we are being broken open now. The universe is trying to help us to open up to what it is that we want. Sometimes we get broken open, kicking and screaming kind of thing. But sometimes the more accepting we are of reality, the easier it is on us. But the less we're fighting the current, swimming against the current, the easier it is. Patience. Have patience. Wherever you are on this path, have patience with yourself especially. Relax into it and trust. There's a bigger plan to all of this, Tell us more. What else is in the energies today for everybody? What else can we expect today? Wow, a lot, apparently. We have a nest. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. So for those of you that's important to you, you will be moving toward that today with great passion as well. So don't leave that out of it. And fun, a romance, celebration, party. Some of you are coming together with your love here. There's a temporary situation going on, so this too shall pass, especially because we had that end of a tough cycle approaches here. You're coming toward the end of a lesson is what I feel. The torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. This is why it's coming to an end. Mule, someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Don't let that be you. Yeah, for some of you, I was getting that from this Seven of Wands energy. Some of you just think, well, I've done the work and I should just get what it is that I want now. I deserve it right now. It's not that you don't deserve it right now. It's but you haven't learned all of those lessons yet and done the things that you need to do. Haven't taken the action in the places that you need to yet. And so don't be that stubborn person. For some of you, this is someone outside of you, of course. It's someone else that's stubborn, being stubborn there. And a bag, something important such as a new job, a raise. So there is newness coming in. There's doors opening here, especially, it could be for work, it could be for relationships. It could be a boss giving you the respect that you've found within yourself now. You could have been standing up to someone like that. Could be in relationships, could be all kinds of things. So think of a yes or no answer question because I've got a red and a green crystal in this bag. I'm going to pull one of them out very shortly. It's just a bit of fun, that. It's not a private reading, don't forget. But if you want me to use those crystals for you in a specific question, a personal question for you, then come along to my Psychic Cafe show because I can do it in there. The mini reads are for donations in there, so come along to that. And I can also use them in a private reading as well. So if you've got questions for a private reading, book in for the private reading up there. There's a link in the description box below. And then when you've booked in, click on the Contact Us form on my website and just put your questions in there. So how best to deal with these energies today? I've got the Chariot here. The Chariot comes from a balanced place, right? And so it's movement forward. So move forward, take action, that kind of thing. But make sure that you're coming from a balanced place first. So this is saying, get yourself in balance and then take the action forward. Don't just take like random actions from a place of fear or from an unsettled place, because that's not going to get you what you want. Find that balance within yourself first, then take action. Once you know what you want and you're doing. Like once you're in alignment and you've got that intuitive hit to do this thing, then take the action. Otherwise, don't. Inspiration and potential, the Dawn of Wands here. So how best to deal with these energies today? Wait until you're inspired to take that action. The Dawn of Wands. Wait until you're inspired. It's not necessarily a day of action unless you've got that alignment and you've got that inspiration to take the action. So think of a yes or no answer question now. Pause the video if you're not ready. Your answer is no. It's the ruby. Don't do it. There we go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment. Love hearing from you guys. What's going on? What is this all about for you? I would love to know. And also, thank you to all of my subscribers. We hit 7,000 subscribers just this morning. I record these well in advance, by the way. And that's exciting. Thank you for all of your support. And if you're not a subscriber, please consider clicking that subscribe button along with that notification bell. I do these daily energy updates. I go live 3 times a week in Psychic Cafe, which I'd love to see you in. And I do 3 pick a card reads a week as well. And so if you're doing that, welcome to the family. Is it a family? I guess. The group of us. Tribe. And have the best day ever. I'll see you tomorrow.